Today, two blindfolded normal home cooks tucking into A and B, identical dishes. Over to you, boys. I have given you a fork. It might be easy with your hands. In both cases, you've both got two small chopping boards, A and B.
Oh, the chopping boards are hot.
Instantly, there's something so familiar about that smell.
There's a very sweet smell.
It smells like the Maillard reaction.
Right, dig in, see what you can find.
Which one do you want us to do first?
Both start with A. Now, both dishes are prepared exactly the same, completely identical, except for one ingredient. One has been made with the authentic version, and one has been made with an imposter, so a cheaper, fake alternative.
My fingers are in it.
Are you picking it up? I've just forked it.
Oh, no, my fingers are in it. It's a waffle.
Chicken, fried chicken.
What?
You're eating a waffle, fried chicken and waffles with syrup.
Fried chicken and waffles, kind of popcorn chicken and waffle, you're spot on.
It's really difficult taste testing something that you can't see.
Yeah.
Because you don't know whether you're getting enough of it.
I think the chicken's the same. I think the waffle is the same. So I think it has to be the syrup.
It's the syrup. For me, A had more going on. B tasted simpler and sweeter.
One of these really tastes like maple syrup.
Okay. All I need you to do is identify the imposter. It's a bit like pick the premium and find the fake, but we alliterate with I. Identify the imposter. So you have got, amongst your sticky hands, a board and a pen each. With your blindfolds on, just scribble A or B, and once you've locked in an answer, then you can remove the blindfolds.
I have no idea whether that is a letter.
You've both locked in an answer, so you can take your blindfolds off. There's not much in it on a board, but can you see any difference?
Both look very similar.
I think one is gloopier, thicker.
Definitely.
Has more viscosity.
In that case, identify the imposter in 3, 2, 1.
B.
B.
You both think the imposter is B.
A has far more of that, I don't want to call it smoky, but smoky. It's got more of a kick to it, I think is probably what I'm thinking.
It's definitely thicker in terms of texture, more rounded, and it's got the maple notes of maple syrup.
Yes.
Whereas I felt like B was
just
almost
syrupy.
like a simple sugar syrup.
Are you changing your mind?
It's too late, he's locked an answer in. I can reveal
It's looser as well.
that the imposter is most definitely A.
You've bought some rubbish maple syrup.
First time we've done anything Canadian in forever and we got it wrong.
You both chose B, which is actually the correct real one. Okay, so maple syrup is made by tapping maple trees that's then reducing down that sap until you get a wonderful syrup. This particular brand, they take trees from 200 different family farms, and that gives you the authentic, almost buttery taste. Whereas the imposter is mostly rice syrup with just 5% maple syrup. It's called maple flavoured syrup, but it's actually only 5% maple. They also lead with, give your pancakes the real taste of Canada with traditional pancake syrup.
We've been done by fake maple flavouring that made it taste so much more mapley than the real maple syrup that we believed that it was real.
But it wasn't until you actually ate it in isolation that you could taste the buttery notes. That's all lost.
Yeah.
Because you're eating something that's already very buttery or fried or fatty. But when you see it side by side in a bowl, stark differences on viscosity and colour. The simpler imposter is also overwhelmingly sweet. It's like sickly, syrupy sweet.
Yeah.
Which again, I think, probably cut through the fatty food a bit more, and I think you probably tasted it a bit more. But it's actually not the quality maple. Now, given the traditional maple syrup, so in this case B, it's a very natural product. You know, it's Mother Nature tapped off from the trunk. It has that woody,
Chin elephant.
earthy, nutty, buttery flavour that is then reduced down as a sap. But it does come at a cost. £6.90 for that bottle, which puts it at £2.09 per 100 grams. Whereas the cheaper one is £3 a bottle, which puts it at 91 pence per 100 grams. So the authentic real stuff in this case, and there are lots of examples of maple syrup out there for sure, but in this case is 2.3 times more expensive.
But this is 100% pure maple syrup. There are no other ingredients on it.
Yep, and they're very proud to tell you that it comes from just 200 family farms. Yes, it is labour intensive, and yes, it is seasonal, and yes, it's been bottled up in a lovely glass jar for you. Whereas the cheap alternative is obviously in a plastic container. Maple Crest branded, but actually only 5% maple.
I don't want to get all political and stuff, but A is everything that's wrong with the food system.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that is maple syrup that only contains that much maple syrup and contains everything else, but somehow they've made it taste better than actual maple syrup
In this scenario.
in this situation.
And the colour from the Imposter also comes from just a caramelised sugar syrup. You were both so confident in your B choice. I do question whether it's also a factor of what we're used to and what we have been more used to growing up. The
Very
authentic,
true.
more expensive, proper maple syrup is harder to get hold of.
For a fatty, flavourful, sweet, savoury dish like chicken and waffles, that stands out better, even though this tastes of so much more on its own, and perhaps is better shining in a more simpler environment.
Celebrate it rather than hide it.
Perhaps so. Neither of you identified the imposter in round one. Would you like another round?
Yes, please.
And if I'm going to get it right.
Yeah, this could be embarrassing.
Round two, same rules apply. Start with A and then B. You've got a plate of each.
Oh, it's a handheld one.
Oh, nice.
It's a sandwich. We've got a sandwich.
Oh, we got sliders.
Oh,
Wasn't expecting that.
I can go slider.
No, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that when we discussed this ingredient either.
It's like a little sweet bun.
A little sweet brioche bun.
Yeah, with cream in the middle.
It's got vanilla. That is vanilla.
It's vanilla flavoured, yeah. Now move to B, see if you can spot any difference.
Are we looking at the cream, Evers?
The cream is the same. The one thing that has changed within the cream is the vanilla.
It is vanilla then.
Ah, right, okay. Has the same amount been used in both?
Such a good question.
This is a great question. There is 2.5 grams of vanilla added into each 200 gram batch of cream, which we've then piped into the bun. So
Okay, I think I've got it.
exactly the same weight.
I think I've got it.
In that case, I think I've got it.
I want you to lock in the imposter. You've both done so you can remove your blindfolds and see if any visuals give it away. I think it might.
One's got poppy seeds in it.
That's why we have blindfolds on then.
So flip round your answers in 3, 2, 1. Identify the imposter.
B.
B.
Yes. In A, I thought I could taste more of the vanilla, and not necessarily in terms of a stronger flavour, but it had more to it, and it had a longer tail. Like, you continue to taste it afterwards.
Yep.
B was a vanilla-ish hit that dissipated quite quickly and almost tasted artificially to me. Like a little bit, I can't really describe it.
Synthetic.
It tasted synthetic and...
I didn't get much vanilla flavour from B. I got more cream flavour than vanilla flavour, which made me think that there wasn't as much in there. But if the same amount has been used, one's going to be stronger than...
We had this discussion and we decided it was best to go with exactly the same amount of each, but there's an argument to say that if you're using a cheaper essence, maybe you need more. But I can reveal that the imposter is indeed B.
Good.
Let me show you the two products.
Oh, so
Oh,
not
you
much
just use an
difference.
actual vanilla.
An actual...
An actual
That is
vanilla.
and vanilla.
Yep. A is an actual vanilla pod, so Madagascan vanilla. Now, 2 pods come in a pack, these are M&S, whereas B is an imposter in this instance. It is an essence, and this particular one is from Tesco. So here's what we know about vanilla, right? It's a natural ingredient. It is from an orchid, the vanilla orchid. It is the pod that is harvested. You should always look out for it still to be quite soft and pliable. It can be a little bit wrinkly, but it shouldn't have cracked or dried out. And it's the seeds inside that you put into often a lot of cream-based desserts. And I think when you can see and visually see all the seeds, it also gives it an air of elegance and an expectation of class.
It looks so much better.
But
It tastes so much better.
Yeah.
they come from an awful long way away, a huge amount of labour and control, and very expensive.
It's
the price
ludicrously
just keeps
expensive.
going up.
It's incredible.
I buy the vanilla paste.
Yes.
made from pods.
Is it like Nelson Massey or something
Yeah,
like that? Or is
and
that
again,
Tractor?
that's
I don't
about
know.
£6 a pot now.
Yeah, it's really
So,
expensive.
only
but
ever use it.
a little bit does go a long way. Whereas I find with essence, you have to use so much more of it. And then when you do use more of it, you're left
get
with
like-
that synthetic-y
It's almost like
taste.
petrol-y, like.
And that's because
Yeah.
the synthetic vanillin, which is the chemical compound naturally found in vanilla, is forged from other means, and that could be wood chips.
and beaver's bums.
Beaver's harnesses.
No.
Ah.
So, castoreum, and we've mentioned this in the channel a lot before, is a substance produced by the glands at the base of a beaver's tail, a beaver's bum, and it mimics vanillin
Beaver's beaver.
because it has that musky, warm, floral note, but it's not actually vanillin, but it's very similar. Plus, trying to squeeze that from a beaver's gland is still quite labour intensive compared to
For the beaver.
making it from wood chips, for example, like oak. If you've ever had any wine, but a red wine especially could also be absolutely white, that's oaked, and you taste vanilla or vanillin, it's because of the heating of the oak barrels that releases vanillin, which goes into the wine. And that's the same way that they basically take oak or wood chips and heat it to get the vanillin out, which is that thing. So it's the same chemical compound, but it's not vanilla.
Hero ingredient, vanillin.
Given the amount we used of each, we only used 4 pence worth of the essence.
Wow.
It's a 59 pence bottle. Whereas we actually used all of the seeds from 2 pods, which is how that's sold, so £7 worth of the fresh vanilla. So it's 46 times more expensive.
Wow. I'm with you. The vanilla paste you get more of for slightly less than 2 pods would taste. It's a nice middle ground. It's still authentic enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want full flavour-packed vanilla, that's the way to go, isn't it?
Sucker pod.
Sucker pod.
You can still use the pod once you've scraped it to infuse other things. Sugar,
Vodka. If you
rice, you can put it in vodka and make your own version of an extract,
Yeah.
or any sort of high alcohol. I think it's a real shame because vanilla is far from boring and plain and basic. Vanilla can be absolutely exquisite when it's done well.
We spoke at one point about going on a campaign to prove that vanilla isn't boring, didn't we? Vanilla ice cream, everyone goes, oh, it's like plain ice cream. Like, no. Put a pod
vanilla.
in that.
If you have vanilla on your dating profile, it just means you're not into kinky stuff. It doesn't mean
Is that
it's
true?
not elegant and wonderful and special.
Is that true?
Evers would know he's blocked that word from,
Yeah.
from his searches.
It's straightforward, let's put it that way. Right, you both picked the imposter on that one. Should we move on to round 3?
Yeah.
Number 3 is in front of you. Feel away.
Oh,
I can't smell. Oh, I can smell that.
I'm smelling something nasally. Well, that's usually how I smell things, but you know what I mean? Like... oh, God. Right. What is
Oh,
that?
there are 4 things.
Yep, that's what I
Sushi.
thought I was smelling. Yep. Okay, so we're sushiing.
Well, we're doing the classic wasabi versus horseradish debate, aren't we?
Oh, wow.
Okay, Jay started.
Jay has scoffed A. Mike's about to go for the same. Now, Jamie went all in so that the amount of wasabi and or horseradish balanced out.
That is so fiery.
The sushi underneath has been prepared identically. And you are right, we're having the wasabi horseradish debate. But we've put the same weight of each on each. 1 gram. 1 single gram.
I'm gonna have to dip a didge.
I'm smelling colour.
The question is, can you identify which is the real wasabi and which is the imposter?
I don't think I've ever cried behind a blindfold before.
One is thicker. They're completely different textures. One's like mush, and the other one's like liquid, I think, or like glossy glaze.
And remember, all we want you to do is identify the imposter.
No! Eating it straight.
Bad idea.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get any nuance, and I can't because my brain shuts down.
What I like is that if you ask Jamie to smell anything, he has to get his nose right up inside it.
You got really to fight it.
That was A. Oh, it's so much.
That was so much.
I am high. It's that pretend wasabi, the green stuff in a tube, which is horseradish but coloured.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So I'm looking for the imposter.
Yeah, you're trying to find the imposter, remember? Which do you think is the imposter? You've
excuse me.
both locked in an answer. You can now remove your blindfold, but you can't change your answer. Visually, would you change your mind?
No.
They were intense.
Yeah, quite punchy
That
mouths.
one is mental.
It's mental.
It is so strong, you can't do anything to fight it.
Flip your boards to identify the imposter in 3, 2, 1.
B.
A,
A difference of opinion. I can reveal
because that's been grated.
Yeah.
that the imposter here is B.
Yeah.
Let me show you why. Yes. So this is actually British wasabi. It's grown
Excuse me.
in Britain, but it is actually Wasabia japonica. So it is the Japanese species. Whereas the tube is mostly horseradish, but also has 4.5% wasabi, among a lot of other ingredients.
There is someone that's standing just off camera that's been laughing a lot. Here you go, Baz. Just
Lick the green stuff off.
He loves wasabi.
I know, but just lick the green stuff.
Just lick
all
it.
in one.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at him try it.
Oh, you're trying so hard. Oh, you're such a toughie. Oh, look at you.
It's lively.
Do you want to take the sushi you've licked as well, in case someone else picks that? So interestingly, I think you both went on this roller coaster. The fresh wasabi, which is a lot more expensive, but the original stuff, it should be grated just before you use it, which is why it's often done tableside or right at the last minute, because the flavour dissipates pretty quick. Within 15, 30 minutes, it's pretty mellow.
Oh.
And the experience you have is it will give you a big rise and a pretty quick fall. The imposter tends to last longer and linger for more, and it has a longer shelf life. And much like the maple syrup that we spoke about, the maple syrup, the original, the OG being just one ingredient, the imposter, which does describe itself as a Japanese horseradish wasabi paste, horseradish, sorbitol, rice bran oil, salt, dextrin, wasabi, potato starch, water, flavouring, turmeric, xanthan gum, citric acid, and colouring. So very much an ultra-processed ingredient to mimic something that makes it much more convenient to squeeze someone at home.
I don't know whether you noticed, but I held in my reaction so you can finish your soundbite, Ebbers. You can't see how much you're eating of it with a blindfold on.
No, I ate a whole sushi.
So horseradish is the same family as wasabi, whilst it still gives you that same sort of nasal sort of buzz in the same way that mustard does. However, if we talk about price, we paid about £20 for 2 roots that size, so £10 a root, which makes it £17.69 per 100 grams, versus £1.75 a tube, or 47 pence per 100 grams. So the real thing is 38 times more expensive. So there is a huge price difference, and that's even if you can get hold of fresh wasabi.
I think we only ever get fresh wasabi at a posh sushi restaurant.
Yeah, like a proper authentic.
And I know there'll be different types of the wasabi paste,
Sure.
but that is what you get everywhere.
I think I've been conditioned into thinking, there's some snot on the back of my hand.
Is it mine?
I think maybe. Maybe I've been conditioned into thinking that is what real wasabi tastes like, because I haven't had that so much. So trying them side by side, that is delicious. Has all the fire and the punch, but like you said, dies down quicker, and the texture is really nice. The fact that it is vegetal, you chew through it.
I mean, we've literally done it on a microplane. You can get wasabi graters that turn it into a perfect puree, but it's brighter. It is very nasal. It's much more pungent, but only for a very short time.
Yeah.
That puts Jamie one ahead. Would you like a final round?
I need a bullseye.
I need to wash my hands.
Something else you won't need cutlery for. A and B, round 4. Jamie, a fraction ahead.
Really have a palate cleanser. Oh,
Dip my finger. I've just cleaned my hands. That's a wrapper. You're not
Okay.
fooling me, Ebbers.
it's a cake. So we've got little cakes.
A little cake,
You got little frosted cupcakes.
frosting on top.
Buttercream. What is
Ooh.
that, salted caramel? No.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah,
Cinnamon.
well played.
Cinnamon butter frosted cupcakes times 2, A and B. But
Very
can you
nice.
spot the imposter?
Okay, remember what that tasted like.
I've dreamed of moments like this.
Don't know which I prefer.
Any closer to working out what's changed?
Are we talking cinnamon powder?
We are talking cinnamon full stop.
Are we?
One of those is made with cinnamon and one of those is made with an imposter.
What?
Yep.
A cinnamon stick? How do you make the buttercream out of that?
Hey, one of them's made with cinnamon. The other one's made with a cinnamon.
What?
You know, like Nina Simone.
What? Oh, thanks.
Can you identify which is which? Otherwise, made identically.
It is hard because there's a difference, but I don't know. Ever since Syrupgate, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, I thought one was more bitty than the other one.
I don't think I can detect any difference in texture.
Lock in an answer, A or B. Take off your blindfolds. There is one visual difference.
A has bits.
A is darker and has bits.
Reveal your answers in 3, 2, 1.
A.
B.
Difference of opinion again.
I'm either winning or withdrawing.
Yeah.
Now, we were trying to identify the imposter, and I can reveal that the imposter in this round is A. Let me show you why.
Oh, I've really beaten you.
What?
Really beaten you.
A is the imposter because it is cassia bark, whereas B is the authentic original and is cinnamon bark.
But that's still called cinnamon.
Both are sold as cinnamon on the front, and it is only when you look at the very back do you see how fraudulent it actually is.
No.
That's what I was tasting in that, and that's what's in my cupboard. That exact one.
Ground cinnamon. Cassia.
In brackets cassia, with the other one will say either Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon.
Or cinnamon.
Does say cinnamon.
It says cinnamon.
Cinnamon verum tree, which means true cinnamon tree. In order to harvest it, you have to be more delicate with it. You shave it off and then hand roll it. It's why you get more rolls on the authentic cinnamon stick and why it is softer and more malleable, and in a spice grinder, it will grind completely smooth. Whereas the cassia bark is thicker, more robust, and even in our spice grinder, still left flecks in our buttercream because we literally could not get it as fine.
It smells like cinnamon,
Yeah.
but with a barky nature.
More aggressive.
That just smells of pure cinnamon.
Did you know this before this episode?
No. What I do know is that for me, cassia, the fake cinnamon, is more like fragrances, soap and candles, whereas cinnamon, when you smell it, smells like a really good baking pastry kitchen. Did I know that cassia and cinnamon were different trees? No.
Ebbers, there's only one way for you to find out, and that's put a teaspoon of this in your mouth and then a teaspoon of that in your mouth and tell us the difference.
Don't try that at home.
So if they're different trees, why is it still called cinnamon?
I like cassia bark more than I like cinnamon. That's what I'm going to say.
Both under the cinnamon family.
Right.
It's the two subcategories. One is verum, true cinnamon, and one is cassia cinnamon.
And is this something that they've started to do because of the popularity of cinnamon, and so they've needed to find more ways to get hold of? Like, why have the two different ones?
I don't know this, but I think over the years, as basically the popularity of any ingredient comes to light, other nations also jump on board with producing it. We see the same with coffee. Places like Vietnam are a huge coffee producer now, never used to grow coffee. True cinnamon used to be Ceylon, so Sri Lanka, but now cassia is grown in a number of other places.
I've learned something new. Well, I think I'd still continue to buy this.
Well, and that's absolutely fair because it is slightly more aggressive, slightly more, I would say, warming.
But I buy a combination of that for sort of everyday cooking and baking, and then those
For infusing.
for infusing. Stews or anything
Rice.
like that. Yeah, rice, that.
Per 100 grams, true cinnamon is nearly 7 times as expensive.
I think that's mainly the reason why I buy the other one.
Yeah, but you didn't know that you were buying the other one.
No, I didn't. I thought, oh, that's a reputable brand. They're not going to lie to my face.
I know they're... Actually, no, they'd be in the same shop. Like an Ocado one and then a branded one.
And you'd think, supermarket own brand.
Yeah, I'd expect that to be more expensive because it's a branded
And that's
version.
your organic cinnamon sticks, true cinnamon. And that one does quite overtly say cassia bark, but you look at it and go, it's from the cinnamon tree or the cinnamon family, it's just not the true cinnamon family.
Step family.
A little bit goes a long way, but you can't grind it as fine, which is why in that buttercream you could see the specks, and Jamie, even with your blindfold on, you could taste the difference in texture.
How interesting. That is fascinating.
Wow.
Comment down below which of those 4, if any, did you find fascinating, and which other ingredients could we explore the imposter on next time?
I can still taste wasabi after all of that.
So can I, yeah.